Full inhale. Full exhale. Belly rising. Belly falling. Inhaling, filling your lungs up. Exhaling, letting it all go. Feeling that fresh breath fill your lungs. And then letting go of that stale air. Big breath in. Big breath out. Finding the rhythm. Keeping your breath moving. Again, if you just joined us, get your blocks handy. We're still working on splits. If you don't have blocks, it's okay. If you have books or anything that is like a block, feel free to use it. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. On these next 2 or 3 breaths, start to call your intention or dedication to the front of your mind. It can be one word. It could just be something simple. Maybe you have a mantra that you have been dedicating yourself to or your days to. Or maybe you want to focus on something during this practice. Presence, a part of your body. Again, maybe just one word. Breath. Full inhale. Full exhale to seal your intention on your heart. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your Monday flow practice. Again, we're still working on splits. It's our last July of the month. So we'll do 1 half split and we'll try 2 full splits. If your full split is a half split, that's okay. So is mine. But I want to give you some options. So make your way to child's pose. If you're already in child's pose, stay there. Awesome. We'll just take 3 more big breaths to make sure we're coming into our yogi breathing. So big toes together, sit your hips back on your heels, reach your arms forward. You can rest your forehead on the floor. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, reach forward. Take 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale to sit back in your child's pose. Slowly make your way up to a tabletop. We'll just move through 3 cat-cows, moving on your own breath. Inhale, belly drops, peek up at the ceiling. Exhale, dome and round your spine. Inhale, belly drops, peek up. You can tuck your toes if you want to stretch your ankles. Exhale, dome and round. 1 more on your own. Exaggerate it at the bottom, roll shoulders back, peek up. And then exaggerate it at the top, each vertebrae curling up. Tuck your chin. Come back to your tabletop. Pull your core in. Tuck your toes behind you. Nice and slow. Maybe hover just an inch with your knees. And then slowly bring yourself up to your first down dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Take 2 more breaths in your dog. You can pedal out your feet, sending your heels down to your mat. You can sway your hips side to side, wagging your tail, or you can just send your upper body through your arms, feeling that nice stretch as you send your heels down towards your mat. Inhale, lift your right leg just hip height. Exhale, step it through to a lunge. We're going to move through a dynamic series. So first, find your runner's lunge. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Spine is nice and long. Inhale, drop your left knee. Exhale, start to straighten your right leg and dome, trying to bring your forehead to your knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, pop your back leg back up. Moving through 2 more. Inhale, release your knee down. Exhale, forehead to knee, maybe lift your toes. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, back to your runner's lunge. Pop your back knee up. Take 1 more round on your own. Maybe coming to your heel this time, letting your toes curl up towards your nose, maybe even sitting back a little bit. Coming back to center. Pop your back knee up. Pause for a moment with your long spine and step back to your down dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let's move through a nice slow vinyasa. Inhale, coming forward to high plank. Exhale, you can drop your knees. We're going to come to a cobra on this one. So lower all the way down. Just press into hands, lift your heart and chest. Hold. Take 1 more inhale to press and lift. Exhale, release down. You can come back to the tabletop or you can push right up to your down dog, your choice. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts just hip height. Exhale, step it through to your lunge. Find your strong lunge. Find your long spine. Pull that core into your belly. Now prepare to move. Inhale, right knee drops. Exhale, dome and round towards your left knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pop your back knee up. Inhale, release. Exhale, knee to nose, maybe toes lift. Inhale, back to the lunge. Exhale, pop your back knee up. 1 more on your own. You can lift the front of your foot. You can dig your heel down. Maybe you sit back almost into that half split. As you slowly come forward, back to the lunge. Pop your back knee up, pause, find your long spine, pull that core in, step back, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale forward to your high plank. You can drop your knees as you lower down. We'll come into a sphinx. Inhale forward. Press into forearms. Elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Lift your heart and chest. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Hands under shoulders through the tabletop, or you can tuck toes all the way up to your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair. I'm just going to pull my mat back a little bit, but you just stay in your chair. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, straighten legs. Reach arms up, press. Exhale, forward and down, fold, preparing to flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, sweep arms back, airplane arms. Exhale, sweep forward and up to your crescent lunge. We're just going to hold, focusing on our core, pulling it in, pressing our back heel back. Find length through your right hip flexor. So really pressing back as you sink your hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release hands down. Step back, down dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale forward to your high plank. Exhale, release knees down. We're going to lower all the way down to a full locust this time. Arms by your sides. Lift your heart and chest. Lift your legs. Hold. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, hands under shoulders. Find your way back to the down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, bend your knees, toes over to the left. So you can roll out your ankle, flex your foot. Try to keep your shoulders squared towards your hands and keep your hip opening. Take 1 more inhale to reach your toes. Exhale, bring your right leg back to center. Inhale, step it forward. Option to pop your back leg up to a mini standing split as you step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, straighten legs, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, sweep arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up to your crescent. Just a traditional crescent lunge. So bring the focus to your core. Bring focus to your back heel, pressing back. Lengthen your left hip flexor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release hands down. Step back, down dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Moving through a chaturanga this time. Come forward to your high plank. You can still lower your knees as you lower down to your low push-up. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, bend your knee, fan open your hip. Point your toe, flex your foot, roll out your ankle. Lift your left knee a little higher as your toes reach to the right. Inhale, left leg back to center, nice and high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, look forward. Option to pop your back leg up, mini standing split as you step forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up to your chair. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, straighten legs. Reach arms up. You can add a tiny back bend. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back, chest hovers. Exhale, sweep forward and up to your crescent. Just take one round of breath. Plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Gazes forward, front knee stacked over your ankle. Now keeping your front knee strong, flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Finding that stretch, that reach through your side body as you reach up and back. Inhale, reach back, maybe sink a little lower. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand planted, left hand to your knee, your hip, or reaching up to the ceiling. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach, pull shoulder blades apart. Exhale, top arm down, step back, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Moving through, come forward, high plank. Coming back to our cobra. Release all the way down. And then lift your heart and chest. Press your feet down so your knees lift up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release to the floor. Come to your dog, either through the tabletop or press up. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts high. On your exhale, this time walk your hands back to your foot. So coming into a standing split, if you have a wall, it could be helpful. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, pause with your right leg high. Inhale, bring your right knee to your nose, dome and round your spine. Exhale, right leg up. Inhale, step your right leg through, but bring it to the outside of your right hand. And then drop your left knee down. Coming into our half split. So again, you can get your blocks handy by your sides, or I'm going to sit back onto my block. So just slowly start to sit your hips back. Again, you can use a block. And then bring your toes up towards your nose. You can also use your block by your sides if you can't quite sit all the way back. Just come back until it's comfortable and use your blocks to keep yourself up. Just take one more breath in this half split. And then slowly come off your block or blocks. Bring yourself forward. Hands can frame your front foot this time. Pop your back leg up to the lunge. Then pop it up to the standing split. So all the way up. Slowly bring your left knee to 90 as you sweep your arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to take a standing twist. So you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left arm reaches back, or you can reach for your big toe or your foot. Take the kick forward as you reach back. Keep that twist coming from your core. Peek back past your shoulder. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Both arms reach up. Exhale, release your left knee down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up, crescent. Big round of breath. Find that core, find that hip opening. Plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Glance past your front fingertips. Flip your palm up, reach back, revolve. Keep sinking into your front knee, sinking hips towards the mat. Reach up and back. One more inhale to reach. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge, left hand planted. Right hand to your knee, your hip, or reaching. Inhale, reach. Exhale, top arm down, step back, down, dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, forward, high plank. Releasing back to our Sphinx. Release knees, come to the low push-up. Elbows under shoulders, lift your heart and chest. Inhale, lift knees, heart and chest. Exhale, release down, hands under shoulders. Make your way to your dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, walk your hands back to your foot. Come into that standing split. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left leg lifts up. Inhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Exhale, left leg high. Inhale, step it forward to the outside of your left hand, like you're coming into a lizard lunge. Drop your right knee down. Start to sit back. Again, you can stay upright, hands to blocks. You can sit back into the half split. Maybe bringing a block, a bolster, anything you have underneath your left glute. You can also try to reach forward. If you're taking the half split, you can add a little stretch in the back of your leg. Take one more inhale. Exhale slowly, make your way back to center. Move any blocks you have, make your way back to the lunge. Pop your back knee up, then pop it up to the standing split. Nice and slow. Bring your right knee to 90 as you reach arms up. Coming into our standing twist, right arm back, left arm forward. Left hand can tap the outside of your knee. You can also reach for your big toe or your foot and take the kick out forward. Core is in, ribs are lifting. Crown of your head lifts up as you twist from your ribs and your low back, peek back. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to center, reach arms up. Release your right foot down. Inhale, reach up. You can add the back bend. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, reach forward and up, crescent lunge. One inhale. Exhale, plant your back foot, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Now flip your left palm up towards the ceiling. Reach back and grab your left wrist with your right hand. Give yourself a little self-assist, a little tug. Now straighten your front leg. Tug a little more. Reach up, reach back. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to center. We're coming into our straight leg triangle. Thumbs up towards the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach for the front of the room. Left arm floats down. Right arm floats up. You can bring your hand to your shin or the inside of your leg. It actually helps to keep a long spine if you bring it to the outside of your leg. If that throws you off though, don't worry about it. Just a little trick. Peek up at your thumb. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly come back up to standing. Bend into your front knee back to the warrior two. Cartwheel down just to a regular lunge, but bring your hands to the inside of your foot. You can walk your left foot out to the side. So coming to our lizard lunge. Again, you can drop your back knee. You can bring your elbows or forearms down to a block. You can also, only if your back knee is dropped, you can take your left knee out to the left. So if you're upright, you can also use your left hand to press your left knee out, just getting a little bit more of a hip stretch. Really just whatever feels best or works best for you. I kind of switch it up every time, depending on the day. Take one more breath in your lizard lunge. Now, if you came down to forearms or elbows, press yourself back up just to hands. Send your left toes towards the left corner of your mat. Walk your hands back to center towards your hips and send your left foot forward. So again, you can sit back in that half split. You can send your right leg back and try to come into a full split. You can also use your blocks. Try to keep your spine nice and long, or you can hinge forward towards that left foot. Just take one more inhale. Exhale, slowly make your way back to the lizard lunge. Pop your back knee up. Step back, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, pause. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through to your lunge. Pop your back leg up for the standing split. Coming into our warrior three, you can walk your hands up your leg. You can bring your hands right to heart center. You can reach your arms right back to the airplane arms. Keep your chest lifted. Press your left heel back. Slowly bring your left knee to 90. Reach arms up. Keep your right arm up. Send your left foot back, coming into a dancer's pose. So grab your left foot behind you. Reach high through your right side. Kick back into your left hand. Option to keep your right arm lifted. Option to hinge from your hips, maybe reaching forward. Beautiful dancers, guys. These look good. Clara, you look great. Thomas, that was looking good. Everyone take one more breath. Slowly bring your knees back to center. Release your foot. Just take a few back strokes or windmills of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach arms up, press. On this exhale, bring elbows in towards ribs. Wrists come back, open your heart and chest. Inhale, reach arms up. Add the tiny back bend. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up to the crescent. One breath, finding your stability. Plant your back foot, come back to your two. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Right palm up, grab your right wrist with your left hand, give yourself that tug, then straighten through your right leg. Pull up and back. Come back to center. Back to our straight leg triangle, thumbs up, reaching forward till you can't reach anymore. Right arm down, left arm up. Find your long spine as you pull your shoulder blades apart and reach for the ceiling. Then try to relax through the side of your neck, not letting your left elbow crunch up towards your face, just softening that side of your neck. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Bend into your front knee, warrior two. Then cartwheel down to your lizard lunge, hands to the inside of your right foot. Drop your left knee down. Again, you can come down to a block. You can leave your left knee up too, if you'd rather. You can come down to a block, down to forearms. You can roll to the outer edge of your right foot, pressing your right knee out. One more breath in your lizard. Then walk your hands back to the inside of your foot. You can pop your back leg up if you want to try a full split, or you can keep that back knee down, toes towards the corner of your mat. So to walk your right foot out. If you're trying the full, you can start to slide your left foot back. Use blocks or sit back. Take one more breath. Start to walk yourself back in to the lizard lunge, however you need to get there. And then step back, down dog. Big inhale, big exhale. Moving through a vinyasa, you can take a chaturanga or you can take a full locust. So lowering down to the elbows, or you can bring your arms by your sides. Pause in that full locust. Lift your heart and chest up dog. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Pop your back leg up, standing split, and hold. Walk your hands up your leg, or bring your hands to heart center, or you can reach right back to the warrior three. Stabilize through your left leg, through your standing leg, and press that right heel back. As you find length through your leg, find length through your spine, so on the crown of your head forward. Now pull your core in as you slowly hinge your right knee to 90. Reach arms up. Left arm stays up, right arm comes back to catch your right foot behind you. Nice strong dancers. Kick back. Maybe find your full kick before you reach forward. Maybe you keep your arm lifted. Find your focus in your dancer's pose. Just take one more breath. Full expression, or back off if that's what your body needs. Slowly bring your knees back to 90. Release your foot, backstroke or windmill your arms. Land in the conscious mountain pose. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, elbows towards ribs, wrists come back. Squeeze shoulder blades together as you open your heart and chest. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. We're just gonna take one more chance in our standing split. So release your hands to the floor. You can step, walk, or jump yourself back to a high plank. And then come back up to your down dog. Just take one full round of breath. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it to the outside of your right foot. Walk it out to the corner so that your toes are facing the corner of your mat. Again, you can drop your back leg. You can send your right foot forward, sending your left leg back. You can flip onto the top of your foot to your back foot. Use blocks, use books, use a prop. You can even try to walk your right foot out even more. So sometimes I like to take mine off my mat and really send it out to the right, just widening that stance or that base. Take one more breath. You can drop your back knee, walk your right foot back in, just make your way to a down dog. Doesn't have to look pretty. Full round of breath. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it to the outside of your left foot. Maybe take your foot even off your mat, so nice and wide. You can drop your back knee. You can sit back. Coming into your standing split. Maybe you just get the front of your split first with your back knee dropped, and then you lift your back leg and kind of walk it back. So part of yoga is really just feeling out your body, kind of feeling out what works for you, especially if you have your own home practice where you're not practicing with me or with a recording or anything, just kind of playing around on your own. You have to really feel out what works. Take one more breath. Bring yourself back in, making your way to a down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look at your hands. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. We're coming into a yogi squat. Then step your left foot forward. Hands to heart center, sit back. Elbows inside knees. Press your knees out. Press palms at heart center, lift through your heart and chest. Take one more big breath in your yogi squat. Release your hands down to the mat. You have two options here. You can come into an arm balance if you want to come into a crow or a crane, hands forward, knees to elbows or up to armpits, floating your toes up. Or you can just walk your feet in, kind of normalize your stance and come into your forward fold. Arms behind legs, pulling in. You can step on your hands with your feet, front of your feet, back of your feet. You can grab opposite elbows and just take a ragdoll. Nice choices, everyone. Nice crows. Go ahead and take one more breath to play if you're in an inversion. You can take more if you need it. You can always catch up. And then I want everyone to walk themselves in to the forward fold. If you're still in a forward fold, just keep hanging out with us. If you just made your way there, just take at least 1 or 2 breaths, letting your head hang, sending your hips up. Release your forward fold, hands to the floor. Walk your feet out just for about hip distance. We're gonna take a forward fold with a twist. So stack your right foot over your left. Left leg is straight, but bend into your right knee. Leave your left hand on the floor. Bring your right hand to your right hip, or you can reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. So feeling that stretch in the back of your left leg. Take one more breath. Slowly unravel. Normalize your feet. So feet just hip distance. You can pedal out your knees a little, shake that out. Left foot in front of your right. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. Right hand stays planted. Left hand to your hip, or left arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, slowly unravel. Normalize your legs. Bend your knees, pedal it out. Take a slight forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend knees, reach arms back. Reach forward and up, returning to our chair. We're gonna come to a toe stand before we come into our boat pose. So everyone lift your heels and then start to sink your hips. Even if you just lift your heels an inch and you sink your hips an inch, you're doing the pose. You have the option to come all the way down, bum just floating right above your heels, and then sit back into your full boat, legs forward at 90, palms by your sides. You can send your legs long. It's more of a core workout. It's also harder. Inhale in your boat. Exhale. Come down to the half boat. Just hover. Legs are hovering, shoulders are hovering. Come back to the full boat. Just one breath. Work that core. Back to the half boat. Hold. Release all the way down. I cheated and I didn't hold. It's okay if you did too. Take a breath in your Shavasana. We'll take one big back bend, a bridge or a wheel. Heels in towards your glutes. Arms by your sides or hands by your ears, fingertips in towards shoulders. Press into hands and feet to lift your hips up. If you want to take a restorative bridge, you can bring your block, if you have one, underneath your back on the medium setting, maybe on the higher setting. Try to separate your feet slightly. See what that does to your low back. You can also lift your heels up off the floor if your hips are lifted. Everyone take one more breath. And then slowly lower all the way down. Take a wide bound angle or Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out. Bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. And press your full spine down into the mat. Just feeling your spine neutralize after a big back bend. One more round of breath. Bring your knees back up, soles of your feet down. Arms by your sides, lift your knees to 90. Catch right underneath your knees. Take a couple rock and rolls to bring yourself back up to seated. Send your heels out towards the edges of your mat, coming into seated head to knee. Bring your left foot into your right thigh. Reach arms up towards the ceiling. Take a slight twist towards your right foot and then come all the way down, seated head to knee. Bend your knee as much as you need to make forehead to knee connection. Reconnect with your breath if you lost that connection. And start to slow it down. You can also add a twist here. So left hand stays on your right foot. Right arm can reach back behind you, almost like a half bind, or you can reach your right arm through to your left knee. If you took a twist, come back to center. Reach past your toes. Lift up using your arms and core. Release arms down by your sides. Let's take a seated butterfly or a seated bound angle. Soles of your feet together. Sit up tall. You can interlace fingers around your toes. Start to hinge forward with a flat back. And then allow your spine to round. Looking at your belly button. Let your head hang. Start to roll yourself back up to seated. Left foot, right foot stays where it is. Left foot goes along to the corner of your mat. Bring your right foot into your thigh, back to our seated head to knee, reach up, twist towards your left foot, come all the way down. Take a breath in foundation. Stay here or choose to add the twist. If you took the twist, make your way back to center. Reach past your left toes. Lift yourself back up to seated. Both arms by your sides. Send both legs long. We'll take one more seated spinal twist. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Right foot to the outside of your left knee. Place your right arm behind your hip. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Wrap it around your knee or bring it to the outside of your knee for leverage. So pressing your elbow and your knee into each other to sit up tall. Right big toe pressing down. Left toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Sit tall. Twist from your midline, your midsection. Peek past your shoulder. Unravel forward. Send both legs long. Take a mini staff pose to neutralize. Fingertips forward, hands outside your hips. Lift your hips up. Release them down. Back to our spinal twist. Left foot to the outside of our right knee. Left arm behind. Right arm reaches. Wrap it around or elbow to the outside of your knee for leverage as you twist. Sit up tall. Peek back. Mindfully unravel forward, sending both legs long. You can take another little staff pose to neutralize, just a small movement. And then taking one more forward fold, bend your knees, dig your heels into your mat, reach up. Use that hip hinge to bring you forward. Grab the outsides of your feet and pull your heart and chest through. If this feels good with your flat back, stay here. Or you have the option to dome and round your spine, looking in at your belly button. If you have the flexibility in your legs, you can take your legs long, grab your feet, and take a full forward fold. Start to roll yourself back up. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling, arms parallel to your mat. Nice and slow, come back into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Palms face up, feet fall out. Like we normally do, I want you to notice the parts of your body that are meeting your mat. Almost like a little body scan, just bringing awareness in. So noticing your heels, noticing the back of your calves, bringing attention to the back of your thighs, bringing awareness to your glutes and feeling them meeting the floor. Bringing that awareness to your low back, then up to your shoulders. Taking that awareness down your arms, so the top of your arms or your triceps, feeling them meet the mat. Maybe your forearms, wrists, or the back of your hands. Bring that focus back up to your shoulders. And then finally, feel the back of your head sinking into your mat. As you notice these body parts, imagine them melting into your mat, like your body is mud or honey, floating towards the edges of your mat. I will bring you out of Shavasana with 3 rings of the bell. so you can just enjoy a few moments in your final resting pose. Bring small movement back into your physical form by wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug and thank yourself for making it to your mat on this Monday afternoon. Reach either your right or your left arm back, whichever feels more natural, and roll onto that arm, that side, using your arm as a pillow, falling into fetal position, our beautiful position of new beginnings. You have the option to set a new intention or dedication for the rest of your day. When you're ready, press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring hands to heart center. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing our heads slightly and then bowing forward and saying namaste or thank you.